Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Landry, Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. James dishes to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Well, clearly the 76ers were the youngest team in the league last season, and with all the draft picks they've stockpiled, they'll be the youngest team for a while, it seems. But if the youth can grow and develop, they could also be a force in a few years, too.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
The quick look, no good that time.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
To give you an idea of how young this 76er team is, at one point last season, Greg, Tim Duncan had more seasons played in the NBA than the entire active roster of the 76ers.
That's hard to fathom. I mean, we all know there's this youth movement going on in Philadelphia, but they still need some veterans in that locker room. Very hard for the young players to lead.
Thompson for 3. Good. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. The 76ers trail by 6. They get it again. Here's Thompson. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The drive by Thompson, and it's denied. Thompson outside. Feeds to Okafor from 10 feet out. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. LeBron can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And stolen by LeBron. Here's Smith. It's blocked. And now the 76ers on the break. It counts, and the foul. James. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Cleveland. And the 76ers also making a change. Smith is checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Smith is checked in. Got a piece of it. Okafor with the steal. Smith against Irving. Smith kicks to Okafor. Covington inside the line with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. And the 76ers lead by 1. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. So he gets... the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Love.
Talk about a terrific game for Okafor. 10 points and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Cavaliers trail by 3. J.R. Smith on the wing. Knocked away. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 5. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. And so here's Cleveland, trailing by 5. Pass to Shumpert. Shot to stop the run. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. He feeds it to Okafor. He dishes it to Smith. The shot no good. Well, Cleveland shooting reasonably well, 45%. Fires from deep. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Smith. And 12 points for Iman Shumpert.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They lead by 2. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. .127 left in the 4th quarter. This is to Okafor. Right through the D for the layup. And the 76ers lead by 4.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Irving kicks to Love. Back to Irving. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Here's Covington. Finished off the break. And it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Okafor. Yes!
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
Well, sans his lights-out shooting, they'd be staring at a huge deficit.
Irving drives in. Outside jumper. The tray. Irving can't hit. Smith with it. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Smith drawn the double team. Okafor kicks to Covington.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
J.R. Smith. That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Ish Smith. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 6. 12 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
Love with a wide-open look. Off target from outside. So Philadelphia wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to Miami. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. LaVoy Allen out there with Hill.